Hi, everyone.
Hi, everyone.
Remember us? I'm Tracy.
I'm Carol.
Carol, I have to think no, I don't remember myself. And we
Yeah.
are, and we are my
Outlander
Purgatory. Guys, it's been a minute, huh? Carol, it's been a minute, huh?
I'm so happy because people have been like, when are you two gonna make a video?
For
And
the
I
love of
yes,
God.
and I laugh because I'm like, oh my God, this is so me at other people.
Yes.
Or like, I watch a bunch of YouTubers, and when there hasn't been a video in like 5 days,
Yes.
like
yes.
they make weekly, and I'm like, let's go.
Or like a podcast. Like I listen to some podcasts where they're not the most regular of the bunch. So it's like, wait, what's going on? Why haven't they done a new one? Where? So yes, I totally get it. We're sorry, you guys.
Tracy and I totally understand.
We suck. But in our defense, it's been super busy. You guys will all hate hearing me say that my job is like beyond crazy, but it's beyond crazy. But if someone would like to give me a new one, I will consider it. And by consider, I mean hell yes. And I mean, like until now, there's a lot to talk about in the Outlander verse. In May, not so much. It was kind of like, okay. Tick tock, tick 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 tock. We'll just wait till we get an air date or whatever. But we have an air date for season 6. It is March 6th, 2022. A scant month before my birthday. And by the by, sorry, do that too. Whoa! And before we get into this, Carol, why don't we talk about the little bit of, it's not really news because everybody sort of knew this was happening, but there's a little bit of news to it. Which is our trip.
Yes, which I was going to say. It's scant 6 weeks after Outlander started.
Oh my God, I thought you were going to say scant 6 weeks from today. And I was like, what?
Hey, it's going to be here before you know it. But what Tracy is referring to, you guys, is we have some kind of cool news. Okay, really cool news. We have a couple spots open for the trip. So
well, wait, tell them what
guys
refresh their memories that we are doing this trip.
Seriously? Okay, so for those of you who are just tuning in.
For the first time, have just discovered us.
Yes, we are going on a trip to Scotland. The Mop Girls go to Scotland, and we were approached by Lisa from Prime Tours, and a few years ago. My God, Tracy, we're talking 2017.
18.
17. Was it? All right.
I think it was.
So
yeah.
So we got together with Lisa, and we all decided, hey, let's go to Scotland. So we had the trip originally planned for 2020. And as we all know, 2020 fell off the cliff. So we had to cancel. And thank God, we all discussed when we should rebook. We were like, should we rebook in 2021? And Tracy and I were like, just to be safe, let's push it to 2022. Well, here we are, headed right on into 22. And we're still dealing with all this bull crap.
I know. But we have, so the tour is scheduled for April, oh my God, I don't even remember the exact dates. It's
April
23rd, 25th?
No.
Yeah, we should know the dates. Okay. We checked our little dates because we weren't quite sure. It is Saturday the 23rd. You fly out to Edinburgh, Scotland. You take a red eye. You can go beforehand if you want to go beforehand and hang out, on your own and do whatever. But you fly out on the 23rd. You arrive on the 24th of April, which is a Sunday. And you spend many, many days driving around Scotland in the wacky tour bus with us at the front. And let me just tell you, I don't know what the end of April is going to be like. I don't know if we're wearing masks. My guess is we probably will be wearing masks. But this is not a mask on the planet that can stop these two from yapping their faces off and making you all laugh and laugh and laugh and laugh. Let's just say that, okay?
Wow,
So
I said that a little.
I'm gonna read a little bit from the itinerary here, okay?
I've been known to be funny from time to time, but geez,
Now the
that's a
pressure's
tall
on now.
order.
Oh, we have
Weird,
to,
yes.
Carol,
Gonna get plenty of weird.
you guys will, if you go on this tour, you will meet Pocket Jamie, but he needs a mask too. He needs a little wee mask. The wee man needs a wee mask. There he is. You guys, behold that face, because if you come on the tour with us, you're gonna be meeting him. You're gonna be having your picture taken with him. You're gonna be able to hold him. Hold Jamie.
I wonder if his Easter rabbit tattoo will still be on him that my kids decided to put on him.
Oh, that's funny. Anyway, all right. So Sunday, April 24th, Edinburgh. We lunch on the Royal Mile, Panoramic Drive, including the Royal Mile, Old Town, and Georgian Newtown. Monday, April 25th, Edinburgh Castle, Hopetoun House. I don't know. You know these places better.
I didn't get there when I was there, so I'm really excited to go. I mean, the Royal Mile, yes. The castle, yes, but I did not get there.
The Mid-Hope a photo stop at the Mid-Hope Castle, which is also known as Lollybrock. The palace that was the location for Wentworth Prison. Then we go to Inverness and we spend 3 days in Inverness. Another day in Fort William. Back to Edinburgh, and fly out of Edinburgh. We're also going to be doing a quick stop in Glasgow. So this is, you guys, this is going to be an incredible tour. And the reason we're talking about it is that we have a few spots available. Not many, but we have a few spots available. And the best part of this is that we are not, the deadline for full payment and non-refundable payment has been extended to, I believe it's July 24th, Carol?
January.
It's after the tour. No, January 24th of next year. So you have a whole month, more than a month, to make a decision, put down a deposit, and then just sit around and I'll decide, I won't decide, or whatever. And it doesn't become non-refundable until more than a month from now. A month and a half, really. So it's a great opportunity, you guys. We're gonna post all the information about the tour on the website, myoutlanderpurgatory.com, and we will link to all our social media. And if you are watching this right now and you're like, I want to bypass all that stuff and just go right there to the tour and sign up because it's so great, then you can go right to, let me find it again here. It's goprimetours.com. And then you click around. We're on the very first page on there. You click the My Outlander Purgatory tour. Right now it's reading as sold out, but trust us, there's a few spots available. And go get them.
But do it quick. If you really want to come, do it quick because they're going to be gone again. So
yeah. It's a fabulous opportunity. It's a fabulous opportunity. And you know what? I think that, I know that traveling has been sort of dicey for people over the past year and a half or 2 years or whatever. I will say that I just got back. If I look really tired, oh, Carol, you didn't tell me to turn this off. If I look really tired, it's because I'm jet lagged, because I just got back from a week stay in Rome. My husband and I spent our 20th anniversary there. And it was fabulous. And I have to say, it was I felt very, very safe there. And this is, mid-December.
That's good.
I felt super safe, I have to say. it was, everybody, you have to be vaccinated to get in, like to any restaurant or tourist attraction or whatever. Everybody wears masks indoors. Some people wear them outside if you want. If you go to, any sort of site, even that's outdoors, like the Coliseum or something, you have a mask on. So I really felt super safe. And it really was not difficult to do. So that's all I'll say about that. But, we're really hopeful that the world is going to be a little more manageable come end of April. And we know that this trip is going to be absolutely awesome. Am I right, Carol? And I've never been to Scotland. Carol's been to Scotland twice, so she's going to be...
Yeah, I have a few things to say.
What?
First of all, it's going to be April. It's going to be at the end of April.
Yes, agreed.
So here's what I keep thinking. The way things were last year, January was rough. Everybody get together at Thanksgiving and again at Christmas and New Year's. And, I remember mid-January last year, the school, we were getting updates. Excuse me. This many kids have it, but it was the worst of the year. Then it got better and better and better. By April, it was, and I certainly don't take away from anybody who was still dealing with it in April. God bless you. But in April, as we all know, at least in the States, things were so much better. And again, it's just the bottom line is that keep in mind that the way things are looking now, by the time we get to April, it's going to be a completely different story. So, I started going there. Is this being annoying?
No. Oh, it's a little bit like...
I know. That's what I'm saying, guys. I'm sorry. I wanted to show you Pocket Jamie on the refrigerator. But, so yeah, that is really how I'm picturing it, that it's going to be a lot better. And I'm going to tell you right now, this is the trip of a lifetime. I went a few years ago, and when I tell you I didn't do half as much, and I did some of this really cool stuff. You know what I mean? Just the walk around the Royal Mile and Edinburgh alone is like, you are not going to want to go home. You're going to want to do little cafes, and you're just, oh my God, you're just never, so good. In the castle, what?
I was sad. I know somebody who was just in Scotland like a couple weeks ago. And, so that was like around Thanksgiving, I guess. Not really any problems at all. No problems reported in Scotland as of right now. So keep going.
You froze for a minute there.
Oh.
But it's just going to be breathtaking. So we hope you come. We hope you join us. If you were completely bumming that you couldn't get in, like we said, a couple of spots, but only a couple of spots, and they're going to go. So come on,
jump on them. Jump on them. Look at me. Look at what I've already got on my phone. Ready? Can you see it?
Oh, Edinburgh.
Yeah.
It was in under another box on my screen.
It's been on my phone in the weather for like a year. I've had Edinburgh. All right. So you guys are gonna. All right. So that's your first tour. You're gonna sign up, and come with us to Scotland. Okay. Now let's move on to this baby. I can't really see myself, so I don't know if you're seeing it. So Carol, have you started reading this yet?
No, I have not.
I've not either. For me, we were planning this trip. This came out the Tuesday before Thanksgiving. What? I
asked you the other day if you had read this, and you said you started it.
No, I didn't.
I wanted to do a reaction video, and I asked you, did you start the book? And you were like, oh, totally. You must not have known what I was talking about.
Carol thought I started it for some reason. Because, I was going to bring this on vacation with me. I was going to love Diana, I love you, and I love that you make books that are this long. But as if, I should be talking to her. Diana, I love you, and I love that you make these long books for us. But as if I was going to haul this all the way to Rome. Bro?
I literally was thinking, oh my God, I can't believe she took that with her. It's so heavy.
I took my laptop with me, which I would never do. I mean, I probably will do it for the Scotland trip, but more because we might want to just like be posting stuff on social media or whatever. But I took my laptop with me for the sole purpose of God forbid something happens and we're stuck in this country and I can't like work this week. Like I'm screwed. Like never mind, stranded in a different country. Never mind, having COVID or whatever. No, I have to get work done this week because like I have a shit ton to do. So I brought my laptop with me just in case, and of course I didn't need it, but whatever. But no, this she stayed home this one. So I have not read it. I have not read anything. I'm kind of okay with that because I really want to make it last. You guys, we've waited like what, 7 years?
Has it been that long?
I think so.
No.
I think so. 7
Because
years.
The last one came out. I don't know. I'm so confused because then we started. I think I blogged the first half of the last one, and then then the show started. That's
Possibly.
exactly what happened.
Possibly. Yes, you're right.
I blogged the first half. Oh, believe me, I remember it like it was yesterday because I'm not going to give any spoilers for anybody who has not read, is not this far yet, but I was all over that. But then the second half, the show started, and then I feel terrible because I just was like, meow.
Yeah, no, I remember that too. Okay. So anyway, neither one of us have read it, but we thought maybe what we would do is start it right now with you guys. I mean, I'm sure you guys have all read it already, but we will read the prologue and discuss in real time. You will see it here. Carol, would you like to read the prologue, or do you want me to do it?
Out loud.
Yes. It's like a paragraph long.
I didn't know that. I haven't even opened it.
I'll do it. I'll do the honors.
Oh my God! You guys,
look, it's marked already. It's marked with the book cover.
She can't take how annoying I
am. Okay, are we ready?
Oh, this one is for Doug.
I know, it's for our best friend Doug.
This one is for my best friend Doug. Wow, I didn't even see that.
Yes, I did. I will say I did see that.
You want to hear like a total Diana Gabaldon snob? I'm going through this, and I'm like, I'm so used to all my signed books. Usually by the time I get to this page, there's a little something. So I'm like, oh.
Oh, I know, really. Diana has not done any promotional, other than the online thing that they did right the day before it went on sale. She hasn't done anything live, which I'm really sad because I was really looking forward to seeing her, and I hope they do something, in the next couple months or next year or whatever. I don't know. What are we pointing at?
That's where we live. There's my house. See where that juts out above the W in New Jersey? I'm right.
Oh, that's right. Okay. New Jersey. I didn't even see this. Look, Morristown. I was born in the city or town. It looks like it's in Pennsylvania, but it's not. Morristown, New Jersey, the place of my birth.
Where?
Yes. Morristown Memorial Hospital.
You're kidding me.
No, you knew that.
I was born in
Overlook. Or Overlook, as you would say.
I always tell people I was born in the same hospital as Meryl Streep. I really don't know that.
No, I was born in Morristown Memorial Hospital. So I did not see that map. But now I have to say, did you see this Outlander family tree, Carol?
I am seeing it literally as you're asking me.
My eyes are kind of glazing over from this because I'm just like, first of all, the print is like 2-point type. So it's super hard to see anything. And everybody's here. Like, everybody's here. Like, this, I have to look at this more and just kind of, like, think about all the relationships, and I can't do it at 9 o'clock on a night that I'm jet lagged on. But
wow, I'm loving it.
It is super
my
cool.
Ancestry right now.
It's super cool. I mean, like, who so it goes all the way to the level of Lord Lovett. I think that's like the top level on the Fraser side, and then Jacob Mackenzie and Anne Grant, who I don't even remember them talking about anywhere, on the Mackenzie side. And then we don't get Claire's family tree because I guess she doesn't really have one. And
that is really sad. Claire's just.
I know. She's like, I'm Claire. What about the Beecham family tree? Oh, there isn't really one. I guess there are no Randalls in here either. Although, does Claire? Wait a minute. Does Claire? Okay, there's Jamie.
See, this isn't a very interesting video because now I'm all into this.
Oh, here, wait. Claire Elizabeth Beecham.
Geneva, right next to her.
Wait, are these all just like? These are all just Jamie's paramours here? I don't get it. Leary, Geneva, Claire. And Claire is married to Frank Randall. Who is a descendant of Jonathan Edward Randall and Nora Sheffield.
Who's Francis Ann
Who?
I thought it said Peacock. Under Claire.
Oh, I know who it is because somebody asked Diana and she said it's Fanny. From the last book.
Oh,
I wasn't a big Fanny fan, I have to say, and I that's one thing I am worried about. There's going to be a whole lot of Fanny in this book, and I don't know. She just wasn't my cup of tea. But anyway, let's move off of this family tree. Although we could spend hours just sort of thinking about all the relationships. There's a lot of chapters, 155 to be exact. And they all have very interesting names. A lot of blood. Titus Andronicus. In which William spills his guts mostly. That should be interesting. Okay. And now we've gotten to the prologue.
Can I just say something really quick? Because we're on this amazing tree that I can't wait to go through more. So I'm like the genealogy person, and Tracy thinks it's stupid.
I don't think it's stupid. I don't think it's stupid. It's just not my cup of tea. Like Fanny. I don't think Fanny's stupid either.
I know. Well, you told me last week that you and Dad think it's stupid or whatever your word was.
We just don't get it as much as you do.
Which shows me that Dad tells you one thing and me something completely different. But guys, my point is this: that digging. I've always wanted to be in the Daughters of the American Revolution, but you have to have a blood relative who fought in the American Revolution.
Like Emily Gilmore.
I swear my mother-in-law really helped me out. She passed away a few months ago, and all of a sudden, I swear to you, it was like 2 weeks after she died. Like I talk about brick walls. Anyway, all of a sudden, she knew I was really into this, and so was she. And all of a sudden, I start finding this and this and this and this and this. And I was very excited because I found out our fourth great-grandfather fought in the Revolutionary War, William Murphy. So now I get to join the DAR, and I'm very, very excited. And this is very documented online, blah, blah, blah. But what I think my mother-in-law, whose father was from Scotland, wanted me to know, I've made this up about my mother-in-law, but I'm convinced, is that William's mother's name was Jane Glendenning, and she was from Scotland. So Tracy and I have Scottish blood in our veins. Mic drop. And I will say, without going into too much detail, the first time I ever went to Scotland, and I was taken to this amazing, like, mountainous area with valleys, and it was just spectacular. It was a drover's pass, and I'm standing there looking up and looking down, and I'm like, why do I feel like I know this? Like, it was it was just a strange little instance in your life.
It's like
and
you've been there before.
Yes, and I'm now convinced it's because we have Scottish relatives. So there you go.
Apropos of nothing, it made me realize as I drank some water that we're not drinking like good drinks tonight. Because I was in Rome for a week and I ate everything under the sun. And I had pasta every day. and I had a crap ton of wine and gelato every day, sometimes twice a day. So I'm kind of cleansing right now. So that's why I'm drinking water and being boring.
Well, I don't think I'm going to. And I'll get into this later or I won't. But I'm kind of obsessed with a little thing called K drama for those of you who like Korean drama. And this is all they drink.
Is that like
Soju, if I'm saying
sake?
this right. It's soju. That is Japanese. And it's the strangest alcohol. And they're always like drinking it from shot glasses, which, oh, Tom's Bar. Can you see that?
Aw.
And they just pour like a shot glass, but they don't necessarily do shots. Some of them do, some of them don't. And then sometimes you see them drinking it right out of the bottle like it's a beer. And I'm like, I don't really get this. 20.1% alcohol? Like, what? Yeah.
Oh my God, you guys. Carol's going to be drunk in 20 minutes.
So I went for K-pot. I went for Korean hot pot and what do you call it? Barbecue. But I brought this home with me and I still have it like from like a month ago. But anyway, bottoms up, I am having a tiny little bit. Just a wee bit. Just a wee drink. Tracy, I'm having a wee drink.
I am having willpower. I mean, that's how much I really ate and drank over the past week that I'm just like, no, I can't even look at anything for like at least till Friday. Because then it's the weekend, whatever.
I'm so sorry for you and your terrible amount of eating in Rome while I was home having a bout of diverticulitis. So okay. I'm just having a few sips.
Okay. I'm going to start reading this now. Are we ready? So, prologue.
How about?
Here we go. You know that something is coming. Something. A specific, dire, and awful something will happen. You envision it. You push it away. It rolls slowly, inexorably, back into your mind.
Tracy, can I act this out while you're reading?
Please do. You make what preparations you can, or you think you do, though your bones know the truth. There isn't any way to sidestep, accommodate, lessen the impact. It will come, and you will be helpless before it. You know these things, and yet, somehow, you never think it will be today.
Right.
So what are we talking about? The war?
My ancestors.
What?
I am a pre-DAR member, you know.
Oh my God. Okay, Emily Gilmore.
You can say what you want. It's important to me. Respect that.
They call it the DAR on Gilmore Girls. They never call it DAR.
Respect it.
They never call it DAR. Maybe Lorelai does, but no, it's the DAR.
Call it the DAR. Anybody, any of you guys, somebody watching this has to be in the DAR. Let me know if I'm allowed to say the DAR.
Okay, so what do we think of this? What do we think of this prologue? I mean, I gotta think it's the war, right?
It's like Game of Thrones. Winter's coming.
I guess because okay, I'm a really bad Outlander fan because I had like how long did I have to reread all of the books? And I reread the first 6. And I've read Outlander more than twice. I've read Outlander like a whole bunch of times. But all the first 6 I've read at least twice. Then the 7th I started, and for whatever reason, it just didn't I didn't finish it the second time. And of course that meant I didn't finish the 8th one either. So I'm about to ask the dumbest question ever. But like
oh no.
But and don't hate me, you guys. Because I don't really remember.
When there's 7 years between books, you're allowed.
You know what I do remember? Never mind. I don't even need to ask it. I was going to say...
What was it going to be? I want to hear.
It was going to be like, is Jamie full-on revolutionary now? And he is. I'm like... now things from book 8 are coming back to me. They're coming back to me.
Not where we left off in the show.
Yeah. No, it's coming back to me. So he's full-on revolutionary now. I don't think he is in the show yet.
Did you hear me?
What? You keep cutting out audio-wise.
I just said no. He when we left in the show, he wasn't.
No, not the show, the books.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, he is. No,
Absolutely, yeah.
I already. I'm remembering things that. Yes, he's like at the Battle of Monmouth.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you
Oh my God! And I was
guys.
at the hospital. I was at the church right before Halloween,
Mhm.
and I took pictures. And I was like sitting there, and so weird because I've been there a million times before I read Outlander, but now I just like see it as. And Claire was over there, and Jamie was over there.
Um. So that prologue. So I don't know. Maybe it doesn't mean the Revolutionary War now. Like,
Oh, I see what you're saying. Because you know what's so weird? You just reminded me, Tracy. I am matching up. I'm thinking about the show, the way like in the trailer, and she's like, "It's coming" or whatever. But you're right.
This is way
This
after the
is
show.
the book. Yeah.
This is way after the show. So, okay. So we know that book 8 ends when Brianna and Roger and the kids are back. Okay. They've just arrived back. I think that Jamie, like, I forget if Jamie's out of the army and they're back at the Ridge. I know they're back at the Ridge, but I don't know if they're back at the Ridge because Jamie was like, yeah, I'm done here. Or just like they didn't need him for a while. Like, I don't remember the circumstances of them being back in the Ridge. So I am going to have to turn to my trusty Outlandish companion and read up on what happened in book 8, like a couple of the bullet points. Although I do remember a lot of it. I remember they were going to
Outlandish companion. There's two Outlandish.
Yes, I have both of them.
I don't know if I have number 2.
You may not have number 2. I feel like I got number 1 or number 2 for a present. I might even have 2 of them because I feel like I got one as a present and I bought one. Anywho, I remember that they were going.
I want one. Wait, did it not? No, that was the first one. Never mind.
I remember that I was going to Savannah, Georgia, and I was on the plane. We were going there for vacation, and I was reading the last book on the plane because I did haul that to Savannah, Georgia. And maybe it was on my iPad. And they were going to Savannah, Georgia too, and I didn't know anything. I avoided spoilers like the plague last time around. I did read the Daily Lunch this time for whatever reason. But they were going to Savannah, Georgia too. And I was like, oh my God. So the part where they were in Georgia was when I was in Georgia. So they'd be like, okay, we stayed in, this square. And they'd be like, John, we're going to this square. It was super cool. I don't know that that's going to be happening now because I'm pretty much just going to be reading this in my house. So if they come to New Jersey, maybe, but anywho. So that's super interesting.
I have to tell you that I can pretty much guarantee you that I am not going to. I might start it, but it's been crazy. It's been crazy. So it's been in a bag, and you were away and whatever. So, but I have to be honest, is that I'm going to be reading the bulk of this book in 2022 because Christmas is coming. I'm just swamped, and I'm always kind of swamped because I'm just swamped. But
I don't think that's a bad thing because like, why the rush to read it? It's gonna, like I said, if it's gonna be another 7 years before we get another book like this,
yeah.
Why suck this one down in a week?
Right. So here's the deal. So somebody who told me once years ago, she said to me, I devour books and you savor them. And I do assume that this is going to be a savor situation, but I'll be honest with you. I am a winter book reading person big time when it comes to something like this. I will lay on that couch. You know what I mean? Those snow days, those weekends when it's like cold and you don't want to leave the house and it's, we live in the Northeast. We live in New Jersey. It's like dark and gloomy for half of January, February, and March. So just ask Diana. She loves Philadelphia. So I'll have my socks on and the fire going and a candle lit and this will just be my BFF. So that's really what I'm picturing. I kind of can't wait. The thought of that will get me through, the craziness of Christmas.
Right. No, I agree. Right now work is just so busy that I'm not even done work till like 7 o'clock at night.
Right.
And all I want to do, like, my brain is just such gel right now. All I want to do is like go on TikTok and be like this. So I
like my college student kid.
Yeah. But I do think I'm going to start this in earnest. We'll see, maybe this weekend. I don't know. The other thing for us is like we just got back from Rome, so there's no Christmas anything in this house. I just literally started bringing the boxes from the basement of like the decorations and stuff. We don't have a tree. We have a wreath on the door that John ordered from the Boy Scouts. We don't have lights up. We don't have anything. So all that shit, has got to get done. Presents have got to get bought. Food is going to be cooked because we're hosting Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving, Christmas. So yeah, and I'm just already getting stressed thinking about it. So I don't want this to be a source of stress. I want it to be a source of relaxation.
Exactly.
So I am with you. I think I'll be done by the time the show season 6 starts. That's probably my goal, but I'm just going to take it slow and easy. Nice and easy does it every time.
I've never read a Diana Gabaldon book in less than I take a few months. And let me tell you something. I am not embarrassed about that. I do not apologize for that. Some people fly through books, and I can't even tell you. I will ask the same person. I remember I used to say, oh, remember when this happened? And she'd be like, what? I don't remember that, because she flew through it.
No, you did fly through the first couple of them, as did I. The first one...
I've never flown through a Diana Gabaldon book in my life.
You weren't spending months on every one of them. You weren't. You just weren't. And I could probably dig up the emails or the blog posts to prove it.
I was just going to say, I can give you dates if you
don't do it now. Don't do it now. But yeah, well, we can say. But we will be updating people on our progress. I have to gauge on Twitter, like, what, because I think people are really, I asked that on Twitter the other day, like, are you going to savor it or are you going to fly through it? And there were a good amount of people that were like, I'm taking my time. I'm taking my time about it.
I saw them. Oh my God, I miss them.
I know, but they're coming back. March 6th. March 6th is going to be.
But you know what? I miss them. I can't wait. I shouldn't have even looked at the first page. Now I'm like, I need to go. I gotta go read.
So what else is new? What else? Anything? We don't need to go on for too much longer. But what else have you been doing, watching, seeing?
I finally broke down and watched that Squid Game that everybody talks about because I have such a bad attitude that this country finally discovers the magic and wonder of Korean film and television, and they decide to do it with Squid Game. and half the country watched it dubbed. No. And I know I sound like such a
I watched it dubbed and I liked it.
Let me tell you something. I used to be that person who'd be like, subtitles, I don't want to deal with that. Now, I mean, we've been through this. Now we've said, John, you said your husband, John. John likes subtitles. I love subtitles. I cannot imagine missing out on some of the most amazing stories in many different languages that I have seen and witnessed because I've read the subtitles on my screen. But the Korean language is so beautiful. It is music to your ears. And did I go into it thinking that? No. I just started watching it. When you and I did our last video, I had just watched My Hello Love, which was the first one I've watched. Now I've watched about 7 or 8. But after a couple, oh my God, I could never miss it. I would never want to not hear them speak. So first of all, and second of all, when you watch something dubbed, the people who are reading them, no offense to anybody who does voiceover work and this type of, dubbing and stuff, but it's never the same. They're not the same type of acting.
I have to
Whatever.
start. I'm going to take offense with that. I thought that the dubbing was actually very well acted.
Okay.
And there was one person, the mother of the lead guy, right? The minute that she opened her mouth and whoever's voice came out of it, I was like, that's Mrs. Kim from Gilmore Girls. And it was. So they had real actors there. They had real actors.
All right. Well, then I'm impressed with that. I'm impressed with that because I've turned off one too many. Like I'll watch a trailer, not realizing that the show isn't even in English. Like not realizing it might be, it might be in Spanish or it might be in I don't know, and I don't realize. And I'm like, wait, what am I watching? This isn't. Something's wrong here, and it hits me. Oh, I'm listening to a dub. But anyway, bottom line, I just dove into. They call it K-drama months ago, and I love it. You guys, it takes you away from, it's like a different time. Some of them are so thought-provoking and real, and oh my God, I can't even tell you. There's one, and some of the titles, I did a blog post on this at mypurgatory.com recently, and one of the titles I laughed at, because the titles are terrible. The translation with the titles is bad. So, and the trailers are bad. If I ever watch one of these trailers, I'd be like, I'm not watching that. Well, the trailers are bad, and the translation of the titles is bad. So this one title I kept seeing, Crash Landing on You. I still laugh. And I was like, oh my God, it's going to be terrible. It was so good. It was so good. So if you're looking for something new, I would say that. The only other thing, Tracy, that I also, it's funny, I also watched, not because it's Korean, but I watched Parasite.
Oh, I saw that.
It won all those awards.
That was good.
I didn't understand all the awards, but it was fine. It was good. It was okay. It was whatever.
Yeah. That won Best Picture, didn't it?
It won Best Everything, and I
was a little bizarred by that too. But go back to Squid Game, because I want to hear what you thought of that, not just like of K-drama in general.
I am way more into character-driven anything. So to me, the good character, the storylines of, the backstories and, the poignancy of some of it was so overshadowed by all of the violence and blood and just gratuitous, like, just, okay, we get it. They're dead. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't care for that at all. I also, when you go into it and you're like, oh, kind of like a Hunger Games feel. It is so not Hunger Games. It, it was just, and it had its place. It was, like I said, it just bothers me that I love Korean television, and this is what everybody's, oh yeah, Squid Game. And I'm like, no. So what did you think?
I thought it was pretty good. You're absolutely right. It's very violent. Like, it's not everybody's cup of tea. I thought that there were some parts of it, like the whole subplot with the police officer who like kind of infiltrated into everything, like just went nowhere. Like, okay, so he's like, making his way. I remember,
and I watched it 2 weeks ago.
He's the guy he went undercover, like as a robot guy with a triangle or a circle or whatever, and
it was the brother.
It was the brother, and you find out that the brother is his brother, who he was looking for, is actually the head guy, and then he just kills him. And it's like, why did you even have this storyline? Like, what does it mean? Why is it important? But I thought that the ending, the way it ended, like the last episode was just really weird. And then it's like, he's going back. They're going to have another season of this. And I was like, nah, I'm out.
Well, okay.
I'm done.
Okay. So first of all, I was livid. I was like, you get on that plane. I was livid at the first episode. You just spent your daughter's birthday money that you didn't even earn, that your mother gave you, you loser. So that bothered me. And then at the end, because it was very bookendy, he's supposed to get on the plane to go see his daughter in America, and he doesn't get on the plane.
I know.
I didn't buy it. Go back.
I didn't
You
buy it.
earned all this money. What are you doing? And I would say with the brother storyline, I do think it had a purpose, because I think the whole thing was like the finance guy who was just such that the main guy went to I'm sorry because I don't know anybody's names
Oh,
on the
I don't
show,
either.
but they went to school together, and he was ready to just kill anybody he had to. And I think that was the whole point, was that they would get so wrapped up in this that they were so addicted to this that they would just kill. And this guy actually killed his own brother to keep it going. How about the disgusting Americans? I'm like, sure, the Americans are disgusting, and the Americans can't act. Not that they couldn't act, but you know what I mean. They. It's funny when you watch some of the Korean shows and they have like English speaking people. They might be Canadian, they might be, and they're kind of like, oh yes, I do think so. You know what I mean? Like, that's kind of what I thought about these guys. It was disgusting with that one guy. It was just so gross.
Yeah, it was.
I don't understand the purpose of any of it.
Like, when it got down to that point, and you know, I thought the first half or the first 2/3 was probably the best part. I think the last couple episodes sort of went a little bit downhill. It definitely got a little weirder once they introduced the whole, like, you know, we're betting on who's going to win, and we're really rich, and we're just
Creepy.
like the VIPs or whatever.
Yeah.
But I liked learning about all the contestants. I liked hearing their backstories, as you said.
Yes.
You know, sort of guessing, like, okay, who's it going to come down to? And you knew it was going to come down to the three, like, the lead guy, the finance guy, and the wafy girl.
Yeah. Okay, so I couldn't take my eyes off her. I keep meaning to go and check IMDb and see what else she's in, and I will watch it, because I thought she was awesome. And I'll tell you one thing that's kind of done a lot in these Korean shows. The fact that at the end that he went and found her brother and took her brother to his old friend's mother and matched them up. He needs, you know, a mother figure. She needs a son. I thought it was fantastic. And that is the type of thing you get in a lot of these Korean dramas. I'm telling you, please just watch one. Just watch one. The King. I tell everybody, if you are into Outlander, giant, epic, adventure, mystery, romance, time travel, for God's sake, watch The King, Eternal Monarch. I watched it again. The minute it was over, I turned it right back on in the beginning and watched the whole thing. It's very Outlander-y in the fact that it's just this giant, epic, amazing tale that's just spun it's just so good. And time travel. Yeah. And right now I'm watching Condor.
Is that Korean as well?
No, that is called Max Irons Ooh La La. Do you know Max Irons?
No.
His father is what's his name? Is it Jeremy?
Jeremy Irons?
It's his son. He's been in a bunch of things. You've seen him, you just don't know. Oh, he was in the White Queen. Remember the White Queen?
Yeah, vaguely.
I thought you liked the White Queen.
I like the White Queen, but I don't remember specific people other than the one lady that the hell did she keep saying? Do you know what I mean?
No.
We used to imitate her, and I can't think of what she would say.
It's been so long since I've seen that.
It's called the Tudors.
Oh, the Tudors.
Yes.
This is it was a book or a book series, I don't know, 6 Days of the Condor, I think.
That's
so it's on
familiar.
Epix. John would probably it's very like, you know, government secrets and you know, spying and whodunit and murders and you know, throw out the manuscript quick and that kind of stuff. But it's good. How about you, Tracy? What are you watching?
You know, it must not be very good because I'm really having a hard time even remembering what I've been watching. We're about 4 episodes into the 3rd season of You, and I think I might be out.
Wow, really? Jill says how good that is too. Third sister Jill, let's loop her in.
No, because I'm crashing and burning here. No, I'm like, where's this going? Where's this going? Like, okay, he has a son now, and the wife is wackadoo, and he can't stand her. Now, then he loves her, and he can't stand her. Then he loves her, and then she just keeps killing people. It's like it's an obsession. I don't know.
Wow, I guess I'm not going to watch it now.
Oh, what? You didn't know?
No, I don't know what it's about.
I thought you just said you watched it.
No.
Let me just tell you, the first season of You is excellent. It's really good. It's really interesting. It's really funny. It's really different. The second season is not nearly as good, and now it's just like there's nothing new going on, and I'm really considering not watching it anymore. Like, just kind of dropping off. Okay. I'm really trying to think of what else we've been watching, and I'm having a hard time. We've been watching Succession. I don't know if you watched that on HBO Max or HBO regular.
I do have that. Why did I? Oh, I got that from Mare.
Oh, from Mare. From Mare. I think we talked about Mare in the last video we did.
Did we do the line that you came up with, the Titanic?
Well, no. This is what we. All right, so we can talk about this a little bit. I honestly forget if we had seen it. Yes, we had seen it the last video, because the last video was in May, and we came up with that line when we were visiting our nephew Justin at college, which was in like the week before he graduated. So, but anyway, just in case you didn't see that video, May
8th and 9th.
Oh, so maybe, I think we probably had done it by then. But no, Mayor of Easttown, just to make it very short, we grew up in Easttown, Pennsylvania. It's Easttown Township. There's no Easttown. So we had a bit of a problem with it.
We bitched about this last time.
Yes, I think we did too, because the Easttown of Mayor of Easttown is not the real Easttown. And they tried to get the accents so authentic, as they would tell you in interviews. But I was like, oh, so you couldn't get the Easttown authentic too? But okay, whatever. Yes, but I'm pretty sure that we did, Rose Dawson with the Philadelphia accent. And then it's really Jack Dawson with the Philadelphia accent, because he has the best line to do, which is, Raise! Bates gonna try to suck us down in the water.
Just found it. April 25th was when we did the last video, and then we were the following 2 weeks later. We were in Gettysburg.
Oh, okay.
So let me tell them, because Tracy was so funny. We're walking home from a bar, and we're hammered. It was just Tracy and third sister Jill and me, and it was a much needed overnight. I left my son for the first time because he was old enough and whatever. And we went to Gettysburg, and we saw my nephew, and it's kind of a thing we do with the oldest and the
when they
whatever
turn 21, we take them drinking, because we're those kind of cool ants.
And we're walking home from this bar, and we'd had a couple, and Tracy goes, let's do lines from Titanic in Mayor of Easttown. And she goes, all right, Raise. Gonna suck us down.
Bates gonna suck us down in the water.
Down in the water.
In the water.
You gotta kick your feet really hard. Get yourself back up to the top.
And don't let go of my hand.
I totally want. Hey, listen, anybody out there, if you have anything to do with Mayor of Easttown, call us, because we can do it.
Yes. We'll be on the second season. We are happy to do the second season. So what else? It's Succession. I was talking about that. So you should watch that.
I don't even know what that is. What is that?
Succession is about, it's sort of this media mogul and his children and his, dynasty. It's sort of like, I think it probably is sort of loosely based on Rupert Murdoch and his kids, and the whole thing is about how the patriarch is getting a lot older and really has to sort of turn the reins over to one of his kids. And he has 4 kids. He has Cameron from Ferris Bueller's Day Off is the oldest. Okay. And he's kind of not in the business, and he just likes to live in San Francisco and, do crunchy things on the show.
What do
And
you mean you haven't seen anything good today?
what do you mean? Got it. And then the next oldest is Kendall, and that's this actor Jeremy Strong, and he's so good. He's so good in the show. Kendall is a douchebag of epic proportions. Well, they're all kind of douchey, but he's like super. Like he's pretty much running the company. Then there's this girl. Then there's the daughter, and at the start of the series, she's not really involved with the company. Her name is Siobhan, and they call her Shiv. And she sort of gets a little more involved in the company as the episodes go on. She is married to. Well, the youngest one is Kieran Culkin. Mackenzie's little brother, and he's just
Oh
the
my
douchiest
God.
of all of them. Like there are lists. There are
Got
lists.
the bed in Home Alone?
What?
Got the bed in Home Alone?
Yes. Yes. They need to do that joke on Succession. He is just a total douchebag on that show. Total douchebag.
I think I might have to watch this.
But my favorite character is Shiv's husband, who also works for the firm. And that's Tom. And Tom is played by one Matthew McFadden. Do you know who that is?
Yeah. Who is that?
Think to the Pride and Prejudice movie with Keira Knightley.
Him?
Mr.
Is
Darcy.
it Mr. Darcy?
Yes.
Oh.
But when I tell you that I've
he
never
was
seen
in Pillars of the Earth.
I've never seen that movie. Okay, I've never because there's only one because there's only one right answer to what is the best Pride and Prejudice, and that is the Colin Firth one. There you go.
I have never seen the Colin Firth Pride and Prejudice.
Well, that one is like 7 episodes, so it's a little bit longer. It's a little more investment than the Keira
My
Knightley movie.
sister-in-law Patty told me years ago. She was like, "Oh, Carol, that one is so much better."
It's so much better. It's so much better. Like but the thing is, this Matthew McFadden on Succession is about as different from based on his character, I can't believe he could ever play Mr. Darcy. In fact, I have turned that movie on when it's been on a couple times, and I can't look at him as Mr. Darcy because Tom is so different, and he's so squirrely and I don't even know what the word would be, but he's just
Are
so
they
great.
British?
No, they're all Americans.
So
Even
he's
though
doing an American accent.
Yes, he's doing an American accent. The Shiv is doing an American accent because she is Australian. And then there's also cousin Greg, who is the nephew of who's the cousin of all of these children and the nephew of the patriarch. And he is just he's 25 and he's just totally innocent and he's working for the firm too. So it is really good. I will say this season is not quite up there with the last couple of seasons. I think that this is the third season. How many seasons
are there?
I think this is the third. And in fact, we're 2 episodes behind because we missed 2 when we were away. But it's one of those shows that I like, even though I fall asleep through half of it regularly.
Maybe that's why it's not as good. You might
I fall asleep through most shows, I have to say. So, but the other thing I'm super excited about is tomorrow is the premiere of the new Sex and the City.
Oh. Is that a movie?
No, it's a series. It's called And Just Like That. Because Carrie's saying, and just like that.
I don't know if were there 2 movies? Again.
What? Yes, there were 2 movies.
I don't know if I think the last one I just sort of watched while I was folding clothes or something. It wasn't in didn't they go to
Dubai?
Didn't they go to
something.
Saudi Arabia or something?
I think Dubai. No, that one was not. You can skip that one. But the first one was very good. But I'm super excited for that.
Is Kim Cattrall in this?
No.
Yeah,
no, and the best was Kim. I don't get. Kim Cattrall was well, she's basically Sarah Jessica Parker is not my friend. She's a bitch, and I hate her. right? And
That she's fake.
I'm
She
just
acted
like,
like, oh,
I'm
your
just
poor
like,
brother.
I'm like, Sarah Jessica Parker, unless she's like the world's best actor, like she doesn't strike me as somebody who's mean or bitchy. Like she strikes me as really kind. But the best the other day was somebody did an interview with Chris Noth, who's Mr. Big, and he's like, "Yeah, I don't know what's up with that Kim Cattrall stuff because I know Sarah Jessica Parker really well. She's a really good friend of mine, and like what Kim Cattrall was saying had no connection to the person that I know. Like so basically she's crazy."
Well, what is she doing now?
Who, Kim
Cattrall?
Cattrall? I don't know.
That's sad. She was like she was half that show.
Well, I don't know how they're gonna like write her off or how she's gonna be, not there. I mean, I get maybe she got back together with Smith and they're living in like, you know, Europe or something.
Can't believe you remember their names.
I know. I love Sex and the City. Are you kidding?
I was really into it at the time. You know what I mean? Like I watched it. Tom and I used to watch it and crack up. But I mean, oh God, I don't remember their names. Was he the hot model?
Yes. So I don't know. It'll be very interesting to see what they do with it. And I like the idea that it's a show about like 50-something women. Like
yeah, and they were picking on Sarah Jessica Parker, weren't they?
Like
recently, yeah. Somebody posted a picture of her, and oh my God, she has wrinkles. And I don't remember who it was, but somebody posted the greatest. Oh, why didn't I save it? It was this long, and it was just like, really, like she was talking about all these men who are aging and in their 50s and 60s, and the George Clooney's and the Alec Baldwins of the world, and they can gain weight and they can. And she was saying about how they get wrinkles, and people say, "Oh, men age; they're so
distinguished."
Yeah, and like women have to run out and do all kinds of stuff, and God forbid we gain a couple pounds. And it was fantastic. But basically, it was a picture of Sarah Jessica Parker that showed lines in her face, showed age, and I guess they were all making fun of her, and then some people just came in and good for them. I mean, come on, for God's sake! I have said this for 5 million years. Now I'm going to say this. If you've never thought of this, you're going to notice it every time you watch TV. There's always a guy. The lead male is like 20 years older than the female, and they don't make mention of that. They're supposed to be the same kind of. It's so weird. The men are like 60 and the women are like 40 or even lower.
Like 30, I would say.
Once you're 40, you're like a grandmother in Hollywood, which nothing wrong with that. But so, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, I remember getting my hair done one time, and I went into the salon, and I love my salon, and we were all just sitting there kibitzing. And I was trying to make that point that it bothers me that only the young actresses get paired up with these older, and I was trying to say it, and I was saying, yeah, these couples in Hollywood and on the screen, and whatever way it came out, everyone around that table was like, my husband's 14 years older than me. My husband. And I was like, this isn't what I'm trying to say. I don't care about May, December in either direction. I don't care how old. What I care about is the opposite, is them pretending that there is no age difference, because God forbid we put a 40-year-old woman on with a 45-year-old man. Right. Is my point.
Right. No, I get it. All right. I think we need to start wrapping this up. Because
I think we needed to 10 or 15 minutes ago.
I know. I think we need to start wrapping it up. I'm trying to think if there's anything else to be discussed about Outlander. Do we know for sure if Sam and Graham are doing another season of that show, of the flying down to Edinburgh show?
I
Plan
don't
Lands
know,
or whatever. I gotta think that they are. So I'd watch that again.
I have not watched it. I can't. I tried. I can't watch it.
It's just too hard.
There are very few things that bother me to that point. I mean, hell, I got through Game of Thrones. I got through Peaky Blinders.
Oh, I watched Peaky Blinders.
Watching season 5 of Peaky Blinders by myself, I thought, oh, I'm never going to be able to do this because that was just Tom and his brothers and without the crime. And it was great. I did it. But when I tried to watch Sam, and I couldn't do it. It was so Tom. Tom would have loved that show. Oh my God.
Well, I mean,
maybe if you come down here and hold my hand, I can watch it. But
you had said Peaky Blinders, and I did watch that, and that was pretty good. And I keep forgetting they have one more season. I thought they were just done. Now they have one more season to go.
The Peaky fucking Blinders.
There was a bar in Rome, you guys, that we saw on Yelp or something. It was called Peaky Blinders, and I like texted it to Carol and Jill. I was like, "Look where I'm going!" But it was closed for good. It's closed for good.
That's so sad.
I know. Really
when
sad.
you said that, Tracy sent us a text, and she was like, "You know, Peaky Blinders is no more," and I was like, "What?"
She's like, "I thought they were doing one more season." I was like, "No, not that Peaky Blinders."
Call me. Hell no.
Oh my God, too funny. I did watch on the plane A Quiet Place Part 2 with
I haven't
Blinders
seen that.
Boy with Cillian Murphy on it. I'm not going to spoil anything except to say that, and this isn't a spoiler, but there has to be a Quiet Place 3. That's all I'll say. John Krasinski, don't even tell me that that's it, because it's not. All right, anything else?
Yeah, we're going to stop this video and be like, why don't we talk about this? Why didn't I say this? But
well, we'll
whatever.
Just do another one.
So, guys,
another time. Go ahead.
We hope you're all doing well. We hope you are all faring well, and we wish you very happy holidays. And we just can't wait to get back into it again in March. And we're looking forward to the discussion and to hopefully making you guys smile.
Yes. And don't forget, if you want to smile and smile and smile and smile and smile some more, sign up for the MOP, My Outlander Purgatory, Scotland tour. Go to, because I forget what I said, go to goprimetours.com.
Or just go to myoutlanderpurgatory.com and there will be links.
Yes. And we'll put them on social media too. But join us because it's going to be awesome fun. More fun than anybody can handle. But you can handle it because, you can do it. All right.
And third sister Jill will be there.
John will be there. My husband will be there.
John will be there.
I'm trying to think. I thought we had a couple more people coming, but I don't know. We'll figure out. Maybe we'll be able to pull some surprises out of our hat. We'll see.
And Jamie.
And Pocket Jamie. That's what I was thinking of.
Not Pocket Jamie. Jamie.
Oh, our friend Jay. I'm like, what? Like what?
You guys, any of you who are going on the tour, just get ready because Jamie's pretty much the funniest person you've ever met in your life, and she's coming.
Yeah. Yep. All right, you
guys.
We
get a whole week with her.
Whole week. It's gonna be awesome. So sign up, and we will talk to you soon. We're gonna start reading. We'll share our thoughts on myoutlanderpurgatory.com, on Twitter, on Facebook, on Instagram, on all of the social medias. We love you. Have a great holiday, and we will see you soon. And I have to find how to stop this. How to stop this crazy thing. Oh, there it is. And
called
love.